Hey, keep that box down and don't go around touching things. You shouldn't even be here.
I'm just delivering supplies. And I'm not just a delivery, I am a doctor, and I'm here to volunteer at the clinic upstairs.
Hey, don't touch that. The words hit like a slap, even though no one raised their hand. In the lobby of a downtown office tower, a security guard slid in front of the elevator and pointed at the small box in a black woman's arms like it was suspicious. The box was labeled medical supplies. She didn't argue. She didn't protest. She simply stood still and looked at the receptionist with a quiet question in her eyes. What she didn't know was that her smallest choice in that moment would wake up an entire city.
Before we continue, tell us where you are watching from in the comments. We would like to know how far these videos go. And if stories like this matter to you, stay with me, like this video, and subscribe to Black Justice so more people can hear these powerful lessons. Your support helps us keep telling stories that matter. Now back to the story.
Her name was Dr. Selene Hart, a pediatric physician, calm voice, steady hands, the kind of person who speaks softly because children listen better that way. The guard, Gordon Pike, kept his posture stiff, like rules were armor. Deliveries go through the loading bay, he said. Selene glanced at the sign behind him. Visitors welcome. Then at the elevator. Then back to him. I'm not a delivery, she said. I'm here to volunteer at the clinic upstairs. Gordon's eyes dropped to her sneakers, her simple cardigan, the lack of a badge. Clinic people have IDs, he replied. Selene's tone stayed even. I do. It's in my bag. He didn't move. Behind the desk, the receptionist, Marla Voss, watched with a practiced blank expression, like she'd seen this scene before and learned not to interrupt it. Selene reached slowly into her tote. Gordon leaned forward, hand hovering near his radio. Don't reach, he warned. Each word made the room smaller. Selene stopped mid-motion and held her hands open. I'm trying to show you who I am, she said. Gordon's face didn't soften. You can show me from over there. Selene stepped back, the box steady in her arms. A small silence gathered around them. It pulled attention the way a shadow pulls light. That's when a man in a maintenance uniform came in through the side door, pushing a cart with cleaning supplies. His name tag read, Rafael Rafe Monroe. He saw Selene standing there, frozen with that box, being treated like a problem. He didn't storm in. He didn't raise his voice. He walked up and set his cart aside. Officer, Rafe said gently, she's with us. She's been coming for weeks. Gordon didn't even look at him. This doesn't concern you. Rafe's eyes flicked to the label on the box. Those are pediatric supplies. The clinic's been short. Gordon scoffed. And you know that because... Rafe paused. Then he did the smallest thing. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a visitor sticker from yesterday, still folded, still usable. He pressed it onto the counter in front of Marla. She can use mine, he said. I'll sign it again. Marla blinked like she hadn't expected kindness to show up in a place built for suspicion. Gordon's mouth tightened. That's against policy. Rafe nodded once. Then walk us upstairs and verify. Selene's eyes met Rafe's. Gratitude flickered there. Quiet, quick, almost embarrassed to be seen. Thank you, she whispered. Rafe didn't smile big. He just shrugged like dignity should be normal. Gordon stepped closer to Rafe now, voice low but sharp. You trying to be a hero? Rafe's shoulders stayed relaxed. I'm trying to be a human. The silence did more damage than the insult. Gordon tapped his radio. Supervisor to lobby. A few seconds later, the elevator opened. A woman in a blazer stepped out. Tessa Lang, building operations manager. She took one look at Selene, at the box, at Gordon's stance, at the little crowd forming by the mailboxes. What's happening? She asked. Gordon spoke fast, confident. Unverified person trying to access restricted floors. Selene didn't defend herself. She didn't plead. She simply set the box down carefully and placed her ID badge on top of it. Face up, Dr. Selene Hart. Pediatrics. Volunteer clinician. Tessa's eyes narrowed at the badge. Then she turned to Marla. Did you check her in? Marla swallowed. Gordon said not to. Tessa's gaze moved back to Gordon. Did you read the badge when she offered it? Gordon hesitated for the first time. I was maintaining safety. Tessa leaned in, voice controlled. Safety is not suspicion. It's procedure. Rafe cleared his throat softly. She was trying to deliver supplies for kids. Tessa looked at the box label. Her expression changed. Then she said calmly, "Pull the lobby footage." Gordon stiffened. "It's not necessary." Tessa didn't blink. "It is now." Minutes later, the monitor behind the desk showed everything. Selene approaching politely, holding out her ID, freezing when told not to reach, Rafe stepping in with visitor sticker, the crowd gathering in silence. No aggression, no threat, only a woman being treated like she didn't belong. Tessa's voice dropped. "Gordon," she said, "step aside." Gordon's face hardened. "So I'm the villain because I did my job?" Selene finally spoke, quiet but clear. "I'm not asking for revenge," she said. "I'm asking for respect." Gordon's eyes flashed toward her. "You people always make it about." Tessa cut in, sharp as a closed door. "Stop." The lobby went still. Selene didn't raise her voice. She raised the truth. She pointed to the camera in the corner. "Every time this happens," she said softly, "someone walks away carrying it alone. Today it was seen." Tessa exhaled. Then she did something unexpected. She turned to Selene. "Would you meet with me and HR this afternoon? Not as a complaint, as a consultation." Selene nodded slowly. "Yes." Rafe looked down at his hands, like he hadn't meant to start anything, like his kindness was supposed to end at the lobby. But it didn't, because the next day, an anonymous clip appeared online. 30 seconds of quiet humiliation and one simple act of solidarity. People didn't share it because it was loud. They shared it because it was familiar. Within a week, building tenants demanded changes. Within 2, new access protocols were posted publicly. Clear steps, no gut feeling policing. Security staff were required to log reasons for stops and provide immediate supervisor review. A volunteer clinic hotline was created, so no one delivering supplies had to prove their humanity at an elevator again. Tessa Lang issued a formal apology to Selene in writing. Gordon Pike was removed from the lobby post pending investigation and mandatory bias training. And Rafe, who tried to stay invisible, was invited to speak at a tenant forum about what he saw and why he stepped in. He kept it short. "I didn't do anything special," he said. "I just didn't want her to stand there alone." And that was the point. Because movements don't always begin with a march. Sometimes they begin with one person choosing kindness in a room that expected silence.
If this story touched your heart and reminded you that respect should never depend on appearances, race, or color, take a moment to subscribe. Your support helps us share more Black justice stories that inspire change, spark awareness, and remind the world what dignity truly looks like. Like and share this video and leave a comment. Your voice helps bring these stories to life and keeps the message alive. Is here. Your voice matters here.